Okay, in today's video, I'm going to go through North Melbourne stoppages against Essendon in their round 8 clash. And although they were so close to getting the 4 points, I'm going to show you something they've changed that I've certainly noticed in the last couple of weeks. It's given them the opportunity to win not only stoppages against and the clearances against Port Adelaide last week, but they also won the clearances last night. So those two games have been very, very close to them getting the 4 points. But previously, against Carlton, against the Suns, and against the Swans, they got belted in the clearances. So I'm going to show you just a slight adjustment they've made at the clearances that's really helped them stay in the game and nearly win the last 2 weeks, but also, more importantly, won the clearances. So let's get into the clips now. So Sherry had a big game last night going up against his former teammate in Goldstein. What I want to look at is the ability to go away. So in the times when North Melbourne have really struggled in clearances this year, once they get the ball, they've been happy just to bomb it. Now, just in this day and age, in the game today, you just can't do that because sides set up defensively really, really well. And the reaction time for the forwards is a lot harder to read, especially when it's coming off the back of a stoppage. So you imagine the forward, he's looking at the stoppage, and then the quick kick comes. You can't actually see it because there's so much traffic on the front side. You can't see what's on the back side unless you have players willing to actually move and get on the and actually use their legs and break through the lines. And that's what North Melbourne was able to do. So in these clips, I'm going to go through just what I noticed is a significant difference from 3 weeks ago. So stop play here. So this is the first centre bounce of the game. And you see LDU, exactly what I'm saying. So they've obviously trained and done their homework as a midfield group on actually identifying and looking for the spare. So good tap here from Sherry. Look. Even though he's got a man on him, previously they would be happy to try and hook around and kick it. But now he's actually trying to look. He's trying to look to give it off. And this turns over and Essendon gets the first goal of the game. But you can see he's got his hands clear and he's trying to look for a run from behind. So Sheasel comes in off the square really good. Stuffs to kick up and Merrick kicks. So they get the first goal of the game. But you can see what they're trying to do. I think Phillips and Powell have been a really good addition to North Melbourne's inner sanctum. Yes, I'd love to have Georgie Wardlaw in there, and hopefully he comes back into the side next week for his grunt and his ability to win the contest. But you watch, this is a great running pattern. I love this. And Sherry's really good at dropping it here. So having that running pattern, whether you're coming, there's a few times where the blocker comes from this way and gives the hand pass off, but this running pattern out is really good. And then just watch LDU's ability to read the cues and to be able to move. They come down, great tap, and then the ability to actually get the hands up. You don't underestimate as a midfielder or even a ruck this. So anticipate that. Anticipate the tackle, get your arms free. Really important. Just gets the flow of the ball and then LDU's ability to break through. So really good set play in the centre bounce there. So Sherry does this quite a lot, especially when he's going up against a non-ruck. So a couple of times last night, and they were commenting on this, he's going up against Langford. So that's when you've got to be really on the move. It's really good here from Simpkin to actually use his feet. So he goes laterally, but And I've said this before, really square yourself up to where the ruck is. Just make it easy. So in this situation, comes in, he grabs it, but look where Simpkin is, right in front of him. So really good. So once again, there's the chest, and it's like a handball receive, right? Or even if Sherry taps it, he's in a perfect position. But his work rate, Simpkin, to get to that position laterally is very, very important. But what I want, and Simpkin does this later on, but what they're trying to do and what like he continue to do is that this is what they did 3 weeks ago. Kick happy, right? What he needs to do, and he does it later on, take this ground, take the space, go at the defender for them to make a decision. Then, like a handball game, you get the breakout. But because he's kick happy, look, they end up getting a goal from this. It's in the back half, I understand. But what they're trying to do and what they're working on, and it doesn't happen overnight, is actually going at the defender to get them to make a decision. Then once they get a decision, your teammate's out. Then you can take more ground. So, work in progress. So, this is what I'm saying. So, literally the next play, Simpkin, take the game on. And they get a shot on goal from this. And this is their best play, the best centre bounce break of the game. So, come in and ball's in dispute. Now, go back 3 weeks ago, he would have kicked that. Does the fake. Now, ball in hand. Look at the space here between Merritt. So, once again, he probably would have kicked it 3 or 4 weeks ago. But he takes that space, comes at the defender and gets them to make a decision. And you saw it earlier when they did this to Merritt, and Merritt actually intercepted it and they got a goal from it. But at least they're actually trying to go at the defender. I think it was Sheasel tried to hand pass it over. But at least they're trying to go at the defender instead of bomb happy, just get it on the boot and kick it out of there. Actually take up the ground, get the defender to make a decision. So this becomes a really good play. So then you've got Parker out there. So LDU, really good lateral awareness to identify that. So he doesn't give it too early. Bang. Great hands. And then he has time and space to sum up, and they get it inside forward 50. So really well set up there. But you'd see with Simpkin, the previous one was bomb happy. This one took the space in front of him and made the defender make a decision. I like this from Sherry. This is something I haven't seen for a long time, and really good. Really good. Now, you can see the numbers in close. And if you've seen in my previous videos before, I'm a big advocate for punching it out of the circle. Get momentum, especially when you're forward to centre. So I know this is on the wing. North are going left to screen. But have a crack. Punch it out. Get momentum going. They get inside 50 from this play. So he's got Goldstein on toast. He's done the work early. And that's when you just get it out. Just punch it. And he does. Look at all the numbers that are in tight. And I love... Watch what Phillips does here. Look, you can see that he's already gone. You see that he's going to punch it. And then goes down. Great tackle. He doesn't get there if he doesn't read the cues off Sherry to punch it. He doesn't make that tackle. He doesn't cause that turnover. If he sits there and doesn't watch the cues and takes off, this doesn't happen. So really good awareness. And that bumbles around. And then, once again, give away. Such an important role. Get the ball, give it away. And then you need to have support from behind. And LDU, who was at that stop play. So good spread from the stop play inside forward 50. So this comes off a centre bounce, sort of bobbles around. But the point of this is the ability to look, identify what's actually unfolding around you, and then to go. And I love what Powell does here. He uses his feet. So he looks for the option to give away. And then Sheetzel's covered by Merritt. Okay, that's not an option. Okay, let's have a look. Take the space. Use your legs. Drive towards this player to get him to make a decision. So if he laterally goes off and covers LDU, kick it. If he comes at you, simple handball receive, like handball games. So by his movement, by him going at the game, creates this movement. It creates this option, but also gets set of field. He has to make a decision, either that way or he has to come and make so. But if you bomb it, then all of a sudden, where's Setterfield going? He's going either that way laterally or this way laterally, because if Essendon win it from a bombing clearance, he's gone. So it gives you an opportunity to stay involved in the game. And then Setterfield makes the decision to go across, and then you got to kick it. So really smart. I like that. Take the game on. This is the big difference I noticed with North Melbourne last week, but in particular last night when I was watching their stoppages. This is really good cue of reading the play, reading how you're going. So if your ruck is getting on top, then you start playing a few, I wouldn't say tricks, but you start setting up, you start dictating in terms a little bit. And I love what they do here. So in this situation, when I was looking at this, normally when you have both rucks facing this way, which in this situation they are, you set up with your play to be like this, because that's where the majority of unless in this situation where North's going right of screen, this is Sherry's right hand, he could potentially drop it over so you could have a runner come from behind, which is really smart, and Meek does that a lot at Hawthorn. But I really like this play because you can see Sherry's already coming across the line towards Goldstein. So with the ball going up and him coming across, he's going to be in between the line of the ball and where Goldstein is. So he's going to have the ability. But this North player wraps around the back, and I like this play. So you have movement. So LDU takes off, which is good. So he creates the space. This is definitely a blocking situation. So Parker's trying to relieve space. But if LDU doesn't get out of there, this play doesn't unfold. So it's a really good set play by North Melbourne. So LDU takes off. And the Essendon play has to go with him because he's such a good player. But look at now the space that he's created, and they're onto it. So really good lateral movement. Merritt's in no man's land now. But because of that movement, and because of LDU's movement, you get space. So really good. I like that set play. He'll learn. He'll learn one touch to get that. But I love the set. I love that play. So he gets that one touch and they're out. So this is what I was saying about, this is back half of North. So I was saying about giving away. So go 3 or 4 weeks ago, North Melbourne would have been happy to get this on the boot and bomb it. It's totally different structure right now. They've really gone to work on doing this. So just watch how this unfolds. So Sherry hits it away. Great one touch there. Give. Go at the defender. Make him make a decision. Give. Cut across. Run from behind. Give. Now, look. The quick fumble. This is how you have to be spot on and clean in this competition. Makes a quick fumble. But you can see the movement. You can see them hitting away, handballing away, and there's a couple of other stop plays that I'll show you where they're working for each other. So this is a really good centre bounce. So both rucks are facing this way. So you know that the play or the hit zone is going to be in this area. Really good movement here from Simpkin, and great movement here from LDU. And once again, the block. So when the blocker is putting on a position to push the, more often than not, that's probably where the hit zone's going to be. Hit away from the space. So good little tap. Great block. Sensational block. But I love the lateral awareness to be. And so this is what they've been working on. Hit, hand pass away. LDU's going away from his goal. So give it away. But you've got to have lateral awareness. And you've got to have the player, as I keep saying, work hard to get in their vision. Makes that handball receive a lot easier. Bang, and then they're out. So this is a stop play. Really good work here from Dersma. But you can see that it's definitely a team structure. So Dersma comes in and wins this loose ball or contested footy. So bobbles around, comes in, makes a decision to go. Really good. All right, takes that body contact, bit of friendly fire. But look, one, he's a right footer, not trying to go and kick it out of there. But 2, look, he's looking back. So even just a player in his second year, instructions to hand pass back, work in support. And Parker's been around a long time. Get in the vision. So this is on the wing. You can see. So watch the movement of Powell here. And this is what they've tidied up, North Melbourne, which I love that they do. I'm not a big advocate for kicking out. Yes, if you're under the pump, whatever, kick it. But majority of the time, get the ball and then assess your options. And so just watch his movement here. So Sherry's obviously gone to try and get out of it, but it hasn't worked. Now Powell working back. Keeps working back. So he's having confidence in LDU to win this. Really good movement here in his vision. But the ability for Powell to work back provides not only a sweeper role, so he can get, if Essendon win it, he's got protection, but he's also a handball receive, and this is what happens. So by him going back, great awareness there, and what's he doing? He's going away from goal. So if Powell doesn't make that movement to go back, he has no options. Then he has to kick it. But because Powell goes back, there, got clearance. Now this is the same again. So Sheasel comes up to the contest, and they have a release. But Powell once again works back to get it out of there. Ball's in. Right, now it's bobbling around. Work rate. So he's in line. So he's worked this way. Ball's then gone that way. He's worked that way. So you've got to be on your toes. Got to move. Shift. Side to side. So still there. So the ball's still in dispute. Still in dispute in the middle there. But he's got himself some width. So really good play. I like this. Walsh from Carlton does this really, really well as well, and so does Warner. Right, see there? And then great hands from LDU. And now you've got Sheasels come up. Back. So really good. So I keep repeating myself, but 4 weeks ago, North Melbourne just bomb it. And you eliminate this player. Right, so then I just want to go through just a couple of things that they're still trying to improve on, but what they just need to be aware of. So Essendon get a goal from this, and it's not picking on Simpkin at all, but I can it's just an example of what he needs to do in these situations. So it's in the back half, ball comes around, bobbles around. Now instead of kicking it, he needs to pick it up because you've got 1, 2 out. So and then you've got Merritt. Once you get it, then Merritt needs to make a decision, but you've got 2 players out there, so it becomes 3-on-1. But he's just happy to kick it off the ground. It's a dangerous spot. I think that's Dersma. Really good set play. Really good setup there to have pretty much a gatekeeper of a sweeper. And then they kick it inside forward 50, and they end up getting a goal from it. I think it's Caddy gets the goal. So I know it's in tight, but he's a really good player, Simpkin. And I reckon instead of just trying to make the decision to kick it, which he makes right now, pick it up and then look for options. And then in this last one, I know that Sherry likes to do this. I showed a clip earlier where he grabbed it and hand passed it. I like that. Not sure I'm a big advocate for him grabbing it and kicking it out. Draper does this a bit, and I know when Draper sort of tidied that up last year for Essendon, he'd grab it and hand pass it. They were more efficient from their stop plays because it wasn't rebounding back in their face. And in this situation, he gets right under the ball, great body work, ball bounces around, and then he's just happy to kick it. Now, look, I know it's in tight. I get it, been there myself. But it's then puts everyone under pressure because he ends up getting it. So, and where he gets it, he hasn't moved too far from where it is. But just put the team under pressure. So the ball gets kicked out, bobbles around. They use the ball. Now they're in possession. And there's 2 metre Peter, and there's Sherry. So just the ability to get it and just use the hands or actually look and see what's coming. So that comes with a bit more communication, might not be enough talk around there. It also comes with handball games. But the essence of that video is to show you that they have changed their mindset in stoppages. And that's why they've won back-to-back clearances. Even though they didn't get the 4 points, they're very close to winning a game. Really big improvement from North Melbourne. So well done last night, and hopefully they can continue to build on what they've built the last 2 weeks.